Hello teachers, here's a PBL video that will help you to implement to use learning module in your class and interact with your learner. This is grade 7 PBL on the chapter Nest with Grandparents with the concept family trees and kingship names. This presentation will guide you on how to engage students effectively. So let's begin with learning objectives and the outcomes. Learning objective defines what a student should be able to do or know by the end of a lesson or a module. Here, kingship names words to refer to a family members. Kingship means blood relationship. Learning outcomes describe what students should be able to do, know, or value after completing the lesson. So here, the learning objective is connected to ideas that she has inferred through reading and interaction with his personal experiences. So teachers, you have to make the students understand that they have to achieve all the learning outcomes by the end of the lesson. Leading question. Every PBL starts with a leading question, which is also an engaging question. It can guide students towards a particular responses. It is also an open-ended question, which invites variety of answers from the students, encouraging critical thinking. Here we have two questions. The first one, do you know all the words for the relationship you have with every member of your family, like mother, father, sister, brother, etc. Obvious response from the students will be, yes, I know. Next one, who are the people you do not know the words for your relationship with? And you might receive a response saying, very distant relatives or people I don't meet often. What words do you use to refer to them or their relationship with you? I just call them auntie, uncle, brother or sister. So these are the responses which the students can give. Here we have the activity 1. What is a family tree? Do you remember what a family tree is? Select by ticking the correct leaf from below that describes a family tree correctly. So teachers, here are two leaves here and each leaf has an answer given below and we have to find out which is the correct answer. The first one, a family tree is a chart that shows the relationships between family members. It includes parents, grandparents, siblings, uncles, aunts, and cousins. The next box, a family tree is a list of names to check attendance. It shows who is present or absent in the classroom. So usually family don't live in the classroom. So the obvious answer is the first one. Next, we have activity 2. This is a reading comprehension. It helps learners to develop their reading and listening skills. So here we have the story of the tale of Tinku the tortoise. So let's read, teachers. Hello friends, my name is Tinku and I'm a cheerful tortoise. Today I want to tell you all about my wonderful family. Let me introduce you to everyone in my family tree. First, we have my great-grandfather, Grandpa Toto. He's the wisest tortoise in the whole forest. Grandpa Toto loves to tell us stories about the old days when he was young. He's very old now but still very sharp. Next is my grandfather, Papa Toto. He is Grandpa Toto's son and my dad's father. Papa Toto loves gardening and has the best vegetable garden in the forest. He always shares his delicious veggies with us. Then comes my father, Daddy Tinku. Daddy Tinku is very strong and always helps me with my homework. He's a great swimmer and loves to teach me new things about the forest. On the other side of my family, we have my grandmother, Grandma Toto. She's the best cook in the world and makes the yummiest vegetable soup. She loves to knit and makes warm, cozy blankets for all of us. My mother, Mommy Tinku, is Grandma Toto's daughter. Mommy Tinku is very kind and always takes care of me and my little sister. She loves to sing and tells us bedtime stories every night. Last but not the least is my little sister, Tiny Tinku. Tiny is very playful and loves to explore the forest with me. We have so much fun together every day. So there you have it, my wonderful family tree. From Grandpa Toto to my little sister Tiny Tinku, every member of my family is special and important to me. Now teachers, look at these questions given below. Do you think you can answer these? So you have 5 questions in this. The first one is MCQ and the second one is true or false. Now the fourth question and the fifth question, the students have to write and be a little creative. The fourth one, who loves to tell bedtime stories every night in Tinku's family? The answer is Tinku's mother loves to tell bedtime stories every night. Fifth question, describe one activity that Tinku enjoys doing with his family. He enjoys exploring the forest with his little sister, Tiny Tinku. So teachers guide the students to read carefully and answer the comprehension questions. Next we have activity 3, this is my family. This is an exercise. So now just like Tinku the tortoise, write a tale about yourself on the next page. So on the next page you have an exercise where it is a fill in the blanks and the students have to fill in and write their answers, and they can be a little creative in writing. The second point here, use the same sentences as Tinku, write more sentences of your own if you like. As I said, they can either have a reference to the story given above, or else they can be creative and they can write their own answers. Third point, use the kingship list to help you identify the relationships between you and your family members. So here the kingship list is an image which is given below. You can also cut this table image out and keep it with you for reference. So here we have the kingship list. This is a picture. The first you can see the mother side of the family, and then you have the father side of the family. Teachers, you can ask the students to go through this picture and they can also cut it as an image. And here we have the exercise. They can refer to the story given above, or else they can write it in their own words and they can be creative. So here we go, the first one. Hello friends, my name is Anil Kumar and I am Cheerful Boy. Today I want to tell you all about my wonderful family. Let me introduce you to everyone in my family tree. First we have my father Ram Kumar. So can you see in the brackets given there, that's a clue which says write down your father's name. So at the end of each dash you have a bracket where the students can read what is given in the bracket and they can write the answer. So it is like a clue for them. It's an easy to write. Here we have in the bracket, describe your father. So here we can say he is very wise, very hardworking and kind. So this is the last activity, that is my family tree. Collect photos of all the members in your family and use this family tree below to create a picture family tree. So teachers, you can ask the students to cut down their family picture separately, their mother, their father, brother, sister, the grandparents. They can cut it down and they can stick it on each circle given in the family tree. Now we have the practice sheet activity. So here you have 10 questions and the first 2 are MCQs. The first one is, what is a family tree? So the first one says a chart that shows relationships between family members, a type of tree, a tree planted in the family compound, a book full of family pictures. The answer is A, a chart that shows relationships between family members. For explanation, a family tree is a pictorial representation showing all the relationships between family members. So you can show it in the picture form, which we had seen it in the kingship list. Second question, who are the people we find in a family tree? A, family members, B, pets, C, teachers. Here we have a small stake. It is D, neighbors. The answer is A, family members. So teachers ask the students to mark the correct answers for the remaining questions. And in the practice sheet, we have a passage. So read the passage and ask the students to answer the remaining 3 questions. Teachers, this is an OMR sheet where you can brief about this OMR sheet to the students. Here are a few tips. An OMR sheet is a sheet that has bubbles. So you can see the small circles which have been given. These bubbles need to be shaded to indicate your answers. These OMR sheets are mainly used for multiple choice questions. This gives students the experience of filling the OMR sheet. Here, for example, here in the student ID, you have the numbers given. Each student will have their own ID. Teachers ask the students to circle in the speech bubbles inside it, not outside it. Next, we have PBL number. For example, if this is PBL 4, they have to shade in 4. And here we have subject. You can see under the note, there are 3 options: A, B, C, English, Mathematics, Environmental Studies, or Science. So this is English subject, so you have to shade A. Class, this is 7th grade, so you have to shade 7. Now below self-assessment, you have 12 questions. So in the question bank, the students will be given 12 questions and they have to mark each correct answers in the speech bubble. For example, the first question answer is A. So they have to shade inside the A bubble. For the complete solution to all the practice sheets provided at the end of each PBL, please refer to Teachopia. Thank you, teachers.